Hello YouTube, Ace Reviews here with a new video. This time it is a album ranking video and it's about the band called Masterplan. I was tempted to do a Halloween ranking video because, well, the new album is right around the corner. But I've been thinking about doing this video for so long right now. And, well, there aren't too many Masterplan ranking videos out there or here on YouTube. And I thought, well, I'm gonna give it a try, and it's not a pretty long catalog, only 5 albums, six counting the Halloween cover album. So, well, here's my opinion on the subject. I hope you like it, and well, let's begin. In 5th position is the 3rd overall Masterplan album, called Mark II. Well, this album came in 2007. It's the first album with Mike DeMeo and the first album without Uli Kush. Also the first and only album with Mike DeMeo on vocals. This album, I don't think it's bad by any means, but I think it lacks some of the essence that the first 2 albums had. And it's obvious because this album is without Uli Kush and without John Landy, which were so involved on the composition, John Landy on vocals and melodies. But, well, even though I think it's got amazing tracks like Warriors Cry, Lost and Gone, Masterplan, and Heart of Darkness, it's pretty good. I mean, mediocre, if you wanna call it so, but it's not terrible, it's not bad. It's not memorable, but it's not a weak album. It's got good tracks, but it lacks that essence that came from Jorn's hands. And, well, that's why it is on the 5th position, Mark II, 2007. So on the 4th position, it is the 4th overall album from 2010, and it is Time to Be King. This marks the return of John Landy to the band, and, well, this album, unlike the other, since it's got John Landy in it, have more of those elements that made the first 2 albums so great, so memorable. But I think this does that excessively because, well, in this album, Jorn is way more involved. He wrote all the lyrics, and, well, Roland Grapple was allowing this because he wanted to retain him. He wanted to keep him in the band because, well, he was a key member from day one. And like I said, this album feels a bit more like a Jorn album, a Jorn band album, more than a Masterplan. It's not that heavy. At times it is heavy, but it's I think it's the least heavy of them all. I mean it's a good album. It's got its identity, unlike the Mark II album, and it's got amazing tracks in it, like the opener, Fiddle of Time, Far From the End of the World, the title track, Time to Be King, and The Sun Is in Your Hands. Pretty good album, but I think that I mentioned makes it more, makes it softer. It's a shame because it could have marked the beginning of more albums with the whole band except Uli, but Roland, Jorn, Axel, and John S. Eckert. But, well, it was the end of that lineup. Well, excepting Uli Kush, of course. But I think it's a pretty solid album. It kind of degraded from my taste because at the beginning it was number 3 for me, but well, it's number 4 now. Time to Be King. Also, sorry if I'm pausing this recording too much, but since I don't have air conditioning and here in the city I live it's hot, freaking hot. Well, I gotta wipe my face often, and, well, if you excuse that, I'll continue. On the 3rd position, it is the album from 2013, 5th overall studio album, called Novum Initium. This album, when I first listened to it, I didn't have many expectations, and it surprised me. For good. This album, it's amazing. Roland Grapple is top-notch on this album. The guitar work is amazing. It's very rich on riffs. The solos, I'm not a big guitar solos fan, but Roland had done himself on this album. Pretty great on the guitar playing. And Rick Alsing, this marks the first album with Rick Alsing. Sorry, Rick Alsey, and the only time he had performed vocals, besides the Pumpkins album, which is not a original studio recording, but he's so similar to that of Jorn Lande, but it's not a copy. It's his own thing, and he makes the sound so thicker, and that makes the whole band sound hotter. And well, the songs, the game, Keep Your Dream Alive, Betrayal, the title track Nova Minitium, an amazing duet by Roland Grappo and Rick Alsey on that song. It's amazing. Roland did his part so good. And well, this album takes the elements from the first two albums so well, but especially the first one, and it takes it to a new level. Better production, newer production, and I think it's so worth checking out because it surprised me for good. And well, that's my third position. Nova Minitium from 2013, fifth overall studio album. I just want to make a honorable mention to the Pumpkins album, which I have here, and it's playing now. I think it's worth checking out. It's of course the songs written by Roland Grappo during his time with Halloween, and I wouldn't put any of these songs above the original versions, but it's worth checking out, especially from song fourth on. Pretty good. It's not bad, and it's not like a new dimension or a new discovery, but it's pretty good. Well, with my first and second position, I'm gonna be a little bit tricky because I'm gonna mention both at once. Because well, with this kind of short catalog of albums, you will automatically find out my first position, my first spot when I tell you the second position. So, well, in my second and first position, it's the Masterplan album from 2003, the debut album, and first position Aeronautics from 2005. So, well, let's talk about him. Masterplan, it's an amazing album through and through. One of the best debuts ever, not only in power metal, in general. Like can I say, Jorn on vocals, Roland Grappo, Uli Kush, Axel McEnroe, and John S. Eckert, all on top notch. I think the two latter were in the recording originally, but they were on the back cover and on the booklet and all that. But whatever, the whole album is so consistent. From song 1, Spirit Never Die, Unlighten Me, Kind Heart Light. Probably my least favorite is Sail On, but even so, it's a great song. Into the Light, Breathing Eyes, Soul Burn, Crawling from Hell, amazing song. I love that song, one of my favorite Masterplan songs ever. What makes me go for the second album as first spot, or as my favorite album by Masterplan, it's that, like I said before with the debut, I think it's so consistent. So great, consistent, no weak track. But on this one, since Jorn was more involved on the composition, it's more varied. The songs feel more like a roller coaster. The opener, Crimson Rider, Back for My Life, a semi-ballad, so mellow at times, but also very melancholic. Wounds, very Halloweenish song. I'm Not Afraid, Headbangers Ballroom, probably the weakest track to me after this war. Dark from the Dying, Falling Sparrow, and Black in the Burn. My favorite Masterplan song ever. What a way to end an album. It's amazing. It's pretty great. This album, it's so solid. Not solid, it's a Masterplan masterpiece. Alongside the first album, because well, they could be easily a draw to me. Right after I listened to this album, I listened to Masterplan and I was amazed. But this album, it's not a nostalgic thing here, But this album really, really makes me wanna listen to it again, again, and again, and again. Because, like I said, those elements are like top notch, and it's not only Jorn, but well, this has more elements, more heavy metal, classic heavy metal, and classic hard rock elements to it. And to me, that makes it a little bit better than the debut album, and well, that more dynamic, like I said. So first position, Aeronautics, as my favorite Masterplan album. So well, that's it for now. I wanted to mention at the beginning that well, Ozzy Osbourne sadly passed away. So well, a big cheers to him all the way up to the sky. He keeps rocking up there. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing ranking videos from other bands. Like Halloween's gonna be the next, and right after it's gonna be Primal Fear because they have a new release, a new album release coming soon as well. And afterwards, probably Iron Maiden, Windstrike, Blind Guardian, AC/DC, bands not so well known like Blaze Bailey, Trick or Treat. Anyway, the options are so wide open. So that's it for now. And I want to let you know that if you like the video, you can click the like button, or if you want to comment your personal ranking for this band, your top 2, 3, or 5. There are not so many albums since it's not a pretty long catalog. And if you wanna subscribe, I'd appreciate that. Click the like button, like I said before. Comment down below, and we can discuss your opinion or your personal ranking. Always friendly and respectful, politely. And like I said last time, if there's anybody out there watching, thank you for watching. See you next time.